So can you just describe a little bit what was the business challenge that you've been addressing?
I think the business challenge is on two sides. Not just a business challenge, I think it's also a business person's challenge. So I think on the business challenge, I think one thing I've learned after working for 30 years is the difference that people make. And so I think organizations benefit a great deal from having quality people. And I think for large organizations, you see them recruiting, you see them spending a lot of time bringing on talent, developing talent and so forth. I think for smaller, for medium-sized organizations, it's really difficult to go out in the market and find the very best people, partly because they're expensive and partly because sometimes it's difficult to attract them. They're more attracted perhaps to the brand names or to large organizations. So part of this idea is really trying to help those sort of organizations.
And when you needed someone with a specific talent at that time, you were just hiring these guys. So why is it different today?
Well, I think, if you work for a big company, the great thing about working for a big company is that you have deep pockets. So you can go out, you can attract people, you can find people. But I did learn that if you could get the right people in the right job, it made such a difference. It really did. And sometimes you needed those people, on a permanent basis, but quite often you just needed those skills for a period of time. And so, part of the concept behind Executive Alumni is that organizations can dip into this portfolio of talent.
It will be a membership-based website for members and for companies. So how does it work?
Okay, well, let's take the alumni first. So, if you want to become a member, what we would ask people to do is get in contact with us. We're going to ask them to fill in a pro forma and provide us with a CV. But we are going to actually meet with every individual. Because I think what's important here is it's not just about the skills that somebody has in a CV, it's also about their attitude. It's about their willingness to get involved, about their flexibility, about a whole number of sort of softer things, if you like. I think the other thing is to make sure that people share our values. So, I said to you before, I think it's very important that these are individuals who really want to get but be involved in businesses, want their independence, but who are doing this not just to drive remuneration, are doing this partly for the intellectual stimulation, partly to really contribute something back to the business community. So we're going to meet with them, make sure that they share our values. If individuals don't share our values, if they want to do it some different way, then that's fine. But
it could easily be franchised outside of the UK.
Yeah, I think that would be, we're going to take one step at a time. But I think it is different. And we're not trying to be a management consultancy. We're not trying to be an interim organisation. We are trying to do something different. We're trying to utilise what I think is presently a sort of underutilised talent base of these individuals who, as I say, have really decided either not to progress or have ended their full-time careers. And I think the difference is, compared with a lot of consultancies, these are people who've sort of seen it, done it, got the T-shirt. This is people who've got a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, have actually delivered projects, delivered the building of businesses before. And so they bring with them all that expertise. And not just the expertise, they also bring with them a fantastic name.